Hello. I'm going to embark on a series of videos just getting you some insight into YouTube because I think there's a lot of naivete about what we do, how this works, and I can't talk about anyone else's perspective, but I can talk about mine. So this is going to be a series of rant videos that's going to get me in trouble, but that's okay. Because after years of watching comments, watching other people talk about advertising on YouTube and honesty and all that, might be time to just talk about it. I have no script. I have a cup of coffee, dogs are peeing outside, and I sit down and talk. So this is unorganized thoughts on honesty on YouTube. And, the whole paid chill thing. Paid, yes. Hopefully. Chill, yes and no. It depends on the channel. I cannot 100% tell you that guitar YouTubers are telling you the truth. I cannot 100% tell you that every guitar YouTuber is going to give you their real opinion about the product. Okay? But I can talk about me and some of my friends and a very, very tough road that I walk on every day, making sure that I make you guys happy, I give you guys the real deal about a product, and tread that very thin line to not piss off the company too much. I will piss off companies for sure, and there are many companies that don't work with me anymore because I will be honest, but I cannot piss them off all the way and all of them because then I have no job. So I always tell a company, look, I can work without you guys, without the company. I can work and I can lose the deals of 10 companies that don't want to work with me. That's easy. I still have jobs. If I lose you, if I lose the trust of the viewer and you guys go away and you don't trust me anymore, I have no channel. If I have no channel, I'm irrelevant to the brands. So hey, Noodle, what you doing? Come here, come. So the viewer comes first. The viewer always comes first because without viewers, I am nothing. Without companies, I still have a channel. Get it? Okay. So many things. Paid chills. It's advertising. But be happy that we exist instead of calling us names. Would you call a magazine a paid chill? That's what they are. You place ads in a magazine, then you get reviews. How horrible are these reviews going to be? They want the next ad. We have established, I talk about me and some of my friends, okay? Not all of us. We have established a system now where we have more reach than most magazines have ever had, and therefore have a special position where the companies and the brands kind of have to work with us, even though we are much more honest and can be much more honest than a lot of the magazines. Also, magazines are bigger operations. There are many people who have jobs depending on them, so that they're really trying to get those advertising dollars in. Whereas we are more far-reaching and much smaller operations. Most of the time, one people, businesses. Sometimes there's, someone has an editor, or with me, Leslie helps me switch the video, so we are a two-person operation. But we are much smaller and therefore easier to maintain than a magazine. Therefore, if I have deals falling through because a company thinks I'm too honest, well, boo-hoo, you come first. Compensation, let's talk about that. This is rambling. Come here, Noodle. So what would one of my videos cost if you had friends in the business, videographer friends, someone who owns a studio, some musicians to do the track and all that, someone who's good in front of the camera, someone who's knowledgeable, all these things. About if you had friends, not industry rates, friend rates, it would be about $9,000. What can I charge? I cannot even charge half, not even half what a single print ad would be in a German territory magazine. This is where we're at. I can't charge that much because companies are just not paying it. So that's compensation. But God, I get so pissed off when people say, well, but you got the pedal for free. Fuck it, I didn't get it for free. Of course I didn't get it for free. Why would any company, let's take Ibanez. Why would Ibanez why would Ibanez send me a free guitar? They're nice people. I like them. But they're not idiots. A free guitar implies they sent me a guitar. I get to do whatever I want with it. Not even take a single picture. Not do an Instagram post. Just send it out to whoever I want to. Gift it to someone. Sell it the next day. Free means it's mine to do with as I please. But that's not what happens. There's a trade in services. If I don't get paid for the video, if I get to keep the instrument, the amp or whatever, there's a trade in services. I get the product and in trade, they get a video, a post, whatever. And that product that I do, that video has a value. So I'm paying with that value for the instrument. Now you're saying, and many of these comments, of course, are coming out of jealousy. Well, you know, I want the guitar and the guy gets free guitars. No, it's not how it is. You would want the guitar so you can play it, right? You would want the guitar so that you can have fun with it and gig and go to rehearsals. I play when the camera's rolling because the rest of my time is spent dealing with companies, shooting product shots, editing videos, going to trade shows. This is a job. It's a fun job. I like the gear, but it has nothing to do with I'm just this private citizen who enjoys free instruments. I provide a service, spreading the word to as many people as I can in the most honest way that I can about a piece of gear. Sometimes the piece of gear is the compensation for the service. There's never, ever anything free about anything. I will yell aggressively at reps from companies where they're saying, why should we send you a free blah, blah, blah? I'm going to say, it's not free. You want me to do something for it. And trust me, on the open market, what I do with my reach, my production quality is worth considerably more than what anyone's ever compensated me with, whether it would be money or an instrument. Now again, you can say, but you live the good life and you've got all this gear. I can't pay at the grocery store with gear. And wait, when you go to work, whatever your work is, you don't expect to be paid. You work for free? Do you? How does that work? How do you pay your bills? How do you put gas in your car? How do you feed your animals? Okay, what we do has a much higher value, honestly, a much higher value than what we get compensated with. The magazines are still getting a lot more money for the reach that they have than we do. Okay, so everything that you see in my videos, whether it be amps, pedals, guitars, there's a 99% chance that I did not pay for it. There is a 100% chance that I did trade a service for it and not get paid for that service. I got the gear in trade. Oftentimes, I get, with pedals, for example, I get to keep the pedal, but I also get paid for the video. And now you can say, and I get this all the time. Oh, I turned the video off immediately when it said sponsored, promotion, whatever. Because they can't possibly be honest. Oh boy. What that tells me is only one thing. There's just a general mistrust in people's honesty, and it's a very sad testament about humanity for me. Because that means nobody could possibly say what they honestly think about a product because they got paid to do a job. How do you guys imagine I do this? I hear these things, YouTuber X buys all the gear that he reviews. How is that a business model? That makes no sense. First of all, why would I pay for something to then promote it for a company? Because the cat's back in. haha, doors closed, can't do anything. It makes no sense to pay someone to advertise their product. Because whatever I say about it, positive, negative, critique on something, locking tuners, it is still a promotion for the product. Any kind of, publicity is good publicity. Someone said that at some point. So it makes no sense. And then I've spent money on it. Yeah, I could send it back. I hate that. I think that is awful to do that to the dealers. It's just not a business model. And then you're going to say, well, some people never take money for their videos. Yeah, but do they? Because as soon as they get the product, they have received a value, right? I can think of several channels that say, well, we'll never take money. And then the viewers say, oh, he never takes money for the videos. Yeah, but they got the guitar, the amp, the pedal, whatever. And that's a value. So right there, you could say dishonesty, pay chill. Doesn't mean anything. You gotta fucking watch the video. If anyone watches my videos on a regular basis and says, oh, he's a paid chill, he'll just, say whatever is positive, then they simply just haven't watched my videos. It's that simple. You just haven't seen enough of them. You might have seen 3, and I was positive about the product. Reason being, it was a good product. It's that simple. But just saying, or someone is dishonest because they received compensation is stupid. So some of these channels get the product, therefore they're being compensated. Wait, I gotta fix the cat. This guy is mischievous. The business model of some of these channels, and I don't know if you get this, is I want to get great products that are clickable, that people want to see videos about. And then I insert my own product, because some of these channels are selling their own product. But the channels aren't labeled as, by the way, this is a promotional channel for blah, blah, blah guitars. Or by the way, this amp that we show in every single video is my product. These channels aren't labeled as such. Some of these channels have shops. Some of these channels sell signature products themselves. And they're like, well, we never get compensated. Oh, you did a signature pedal with a brand. You're selling it in your own shop for profit. You're promoting that pedal on the channel without saying this is promoted. I don't know. I don't know about the honesty of that. Yeah, there's different business models. I get it. But complete transparency would be a good idea. And these channels do promote in the same way, and they are paid chills in the same way as someone who takes money. They just use the videos in a different way to promote their own products, which they don't actually disclose as such. Fine, they can do that. But then don't look at them as, oh, they are so honest, when you call us paid chills because we got paid to do a job. Again, there are channels that will tell you this is all great because they got paid, and there are channels who are honest about things. Now, me and a few friends that I have, we are always saying, if the product's complete shit, if I cannot find enough positive value in it, I refuse to do the video. In which case, I've invested a day or two playing with the product, talking to companies, writing several emails, having several video chats and phone conversations about why I cannot make the video. So I'm out about 2 days of work, have to send the product back and get no payment. That is part of the job. It happens. There are companies that I've worked with and my friends have worked with very closely for years, and there are certain products from them that you will not see on our channels because we just don't think it's any good. So if I have to say, oh, this is total shit, please buy product X, then I'll tell the company, well, I'd rather not do that because that's just, burning a bridge and that's not helping anyone. But if there's serious criticism, why aren't they locking tuners? This is a little bit too expensive. I don't like the color. These algorithms are good, but the pitch one isn't good. These are not, don't buy this. These are, I don't like this about it for these and these reasons. Those videos get made. Now, those videos get made, and the companies have no say in it, and they still have to pay me. The company will not get preview. Sometimes, very rarely, twice a year, I show a company a video ahead of time, not for editing purposes, not to get their okay, but I'm excited about them seeing it. But that's my choice. Actually, there are no contracts. There's nothing written in any way. I know there's some channels that say, oh, you have to have contracts, you know. If I end up with a bad deal here or there, that's okay. But I like the trust between people and the honor of a word. But companies don't get to edit my videos or even see them ahead of time. They'll just have to deal with whatever comes. And trust me that if I have serious criticism that would be detrimental to sales, I would let them know ahead of time. Doesn't mean that, you know, I will change my opinion, but it's a flow of communication that has to happen. So if I have something that's really bad, doesn't get made, there are many companies that don't work with me anymore, more and more now, because they're afraid. They're afraid of the honesty, and that is absolutely their choice. But I have to have the honesty for you. Now there are companies, there are channels that are saying, well, we'll avoid all that. We just demo. I just show the product without any value and let the viewer decide. The viewer does not have all the information. The viewer doesn't hold the product in their hands. The viewer doesn't have a feel of the quality. The viewer doesn't hear it in the room. The viewer hasn't tried to record a song with it and then it didn't come out of the mix. A video can only give you so much. The statements in the video is actually, I think, what really matters. So getting around the whole I don't have to be honest because I'm just demoing it, I think is complete bullshit. Because you're going to say value statements in a video. If you only play sounds and never say anything, maybe, okay. But as soon as a channel goes and says, oh, that sounds really great, that's a value statement. I like how light it is. That's a value statement. Okay? Oh, these tuners are really cool. Value statement. Then those are all positive, but I just demo, I don't have to say anything negative, but you said positive stuff. That's not letting the viewer decide. That's making positive statements and avoiding the negative. It's fine, but the viewer really needs to know that that's how you see it. I think that a product appearing on a channel immediately is a sign of approval that it's good enough to appear on the channel. So some channels are saying, well, you know, I'm going to show this really, really horrible product and I'm getting paid for it, yay, because I don't have to make any statements about negative or positive stuff. I get paid, I show the sounds, I'm good. I think that's absolutely wrong. Your viewers think that because it appears on the channel, it's good enough for you to push it on your audience, and you have no problem of your audience spending their hard-earned money on it. You have no problem looking in the mirror and saying, I'm okay with people watching me that have trusted me for years buying this. I think that's bullshit. It's as soon as it appears on a channel, it is a sign of approval that the product is good enough. Therefore, it is review-esque. At least it says the product is good enough. I have evaluated it for you. And I know that is not the case. I know there are channels who absolutely put products on the channel that they think are crap, but they're saying, well, I'm just demoing it. Therefore, the I just demo it is just a way of saying, I can take more jobs. I'm not a threat to any company. I'm not critiquing anything. It's easy for me to take the paycheck. It's a cop-out. But it is fully possible with hard work, communication with companies, letting the company know that you review and that you will critique things, voicing that critique to them, communicating. It is absolutely possible to do this job, be honest for the viewers, and get paid. We have to get paid or compensated with gear, whatever it is. Because how else do you think we would do this? This is a full-time job. I work 10 to 12 hours every day, weekends, birthdays, Christmas, New Year's. We got married, and you know what? At noon, after we got married, we were back in the studio making videos. There was no cake. Was there cake? No, there was no cake. That was our wedding day. We work every day. How do you think we do this? this naivete of thinking, oh, there's these people who buy all this gear and then they show us the gear. Wait, they got paid? Oh, the horrible human beings, they got paid for a job? God, I want to see you people going to work the next day and just the boss says, we're going to stop paying you because you seem to be having fun at your work. See how you feed the dogs and, how you get around and how you pay your mortgage. Because you seem to have fun, so why should we pay you? You're good at it, but why should we pay you? This mistrust in us. Again, some people, yes, absolutely, they will show you whatever and get paid for it, and they don't care whether they like it or not. But that's not all of us. And others are fully honest in their videos, saying we'll never get paid, but they do. I guarantee you that not everything that you see in those videos where people are saying I never get paid, they bought. I know for a fact they haven't. I know for a fact they have shops. I know there are channels who actually work in the same building as the distributor they used to work for. So almost everything on a channel like that was actually something the distributor distributed, and they were all promo videos for the product of the distributor from a employee of said distributor. And then, of course, if a channel has a shop, Andertons, Thomann, whoever, they have a vested interest in selling you that stuff. They might not be getting paid for it, but actually by promoting the product and you buying it in their shop, oh wait, they're getting paid by you. And then are they honest about it? None of it matters. Getting paid, not getting paid. Getting compensation, having their own product, none of it matters. I have my own guitar line, which I try to promote by putting big brand products in the videos that you click on. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is watch the damn people, listen to what we say, establish some kind of emotional connection with us, pick the right channels, this might not be this one, pick the right channels that you think are trustworthy, watch some other channels to get more sounds, and, take it with a grain of salt, but go to your trusted channels, doesn't have to be this one, and then see what they say about the product. And you can still disagree whether a guitar with a locking nut needs locking tuners, whatever, but it's just what I feel a product should have. You can still disagree, but it doesn't matter how we get compensated or how we present ourselves. Watch the videos. And then if you see enough videos where there's honest criticism that you can agree with, that fits your agenda, then that's the channel you go to for the final verdict. Watch 5 other videos, but that's the channel. Paid or not, find the trust in someone you want to trust. Okay? Whether they get paid or not shouldn't have any bearing on whether they're trustworthy or not. I've done videos for no money. I've done videos for the peddler's compensation. And then I will still tell you what I think. So you have to be the judge. Do not be the judge because it says at the beginning, sponsored by, or paid promotion, or I get this product. None of it. Or actually how much friends I am with a company. I love some people from some brands. We're good friends. And you know what? They hate me for this stuff. But when they sent me a product, even after years and years of working with them, having spent vacation time with them, whatever, if they sent me a product, I will evaluate it honestly for you guys. I will say fully honestly what I think. Even though they're some of my best friends on the fucking planet. Because that is the job. Doesn't mean I don't love these people. But that is the job for you. If I make an exception for them, where would we be? So that's my take on the paid shill thing. Yes, I'm paid. Am I a shill? I don't even know what that means. Is the evaluation of the product always honest? Yes. 100%. If I feel that a product is so bad that I don't want you to even know about it, you're not going to know about it from me. Okay? And I know that people that I trust and value in this business, they feel the same way. I understand that some of them also need to make money, and sometimes maybe they take a job and they try to smile about it a little bit more than they should. If that happens too many times, beware. But sometimes you just gotta accept that, some people need to eat. In my case, the jobs are there, which means I can be very picky with what I review, and I will review in the way that I want to. And again, I have very good friends, and it's in the industry, but it's stressful sometimes for the relationship. The conversations are not always easy, they're not always nice. I want to help them out, but they also have to make good products. As Andy always says, if you want a good review, why don't you just make a good product? Why are we the boo man? Why are we the bad guys for pointing out flaws or mistakes? It's the company's fault. It's not us. We didn't make the product. Whatever. That's that. There's more of these videos coming. I have thoughts to share. Do with it as you please. I love you guys, and I make the videos for you. Okay? There were animals already, but animals at the end.